Hello and welcome to first grade. My name is Miss Remitz and I am the cohort D teacher for this year. That means that my class is actually in the computer all day. They don't actually go into the school. Well, for those of you who, just like us, are learning how to be superheroes and wizards when it comes to the computers, come and watch this video and I will teach you how to turn things in. I'll teach you how to turn in paper assignments to your teachers if you're not able to bring them into school, maybe because you're sick or if you're like my students, you're at home. I'll teach you how to use Google Classroom and turn in and submit assignments there. I'll also show you how to turn in assignments on nearpod. If you don't know how to turn in an assignment on any other website that your teacher is using, ask them to show you. That is a teacher's job. It's our job to teach you every step of the way to make things easier for you to do on your own, so that if a parent or an older sibling, a grandparent, whoever is not able to help you, my goal and your teacher's goal is to make sure that you can become a computer wizard and learn how to do it all on your own. All right, let's get started by looking at our Google Classroom. Now, obviously, every student's Google Classroom is going to look a little different. That's because you're all in different classes, you have different specials, and in my case, I'm a teacher, so I have all the teachers' classrooms. Once you've joined your teacher's classroom, you're going to go ahead and click on it. If I were you, I would have it bookmarked. You can use this little star up here, and that will bookmark this page so that every day when you log on for school, whether Google Classroom or to do a different assignment, if you have a bookmark up here, you can easily click, here, watch this, click to that website and boom, it pops up like magic. I love magic. Well, this is my class, Team 4B Cohort D, and you can see that there's something called a stream where a teacher might post little websites that you can go back to, or it'll tell you if you have an assignment. And then if you go into classwork, that's where the real magic happens. My class is separated into cohort A and cohort B. We also have our art class and when we're all together on Wednesdays. You can see that I've got some things ready for the first day of school, and I have a couple of practice activities to come up for my students in a little while when they learn how to turn things in. How you're going to do it is you're going to click on the assignment that your teacher has for you. And you're going to be able to view it, or you're going to be able to turn things in. And now, because I am a teacher and I do not have the ability to turn in homework I assign to students, it's going to look a little bit different for me. You'll have a blue button that says turn in or submit. If it's a little confusing, I'm going to show you a clip that I found on YouTube. YouTube teaches you a lot of things if a teacher's not available, if her parents don't know. So here's a quick YouTube video on how to hand stuff in as a student to Google Classroom. Let's go.
Hi students, in this video you will learn how to complete a Google Slides activity in Google Classroom and turn it into your teacher. So I'm going to start by going to classwork, and then I'm going to find an assignment that includes a Google slideshow just to show you. So I know that my teacher has assigned this here. I'm going to click on the assignment and then expand the assignment by clicking View Assignment. And I'm going to read the instructions. I'm going to click and drag the letters and watch the video. So here's the video that I can watch, but then my Google Slides is right here. So my teacher has assigned a template to me to complete and turn in. So I'm going to click on the Google Slides. And this is where I'm going to complete my work. So I'm going to click and drag these just as the instructions said. So your instructions might say to type something or to complete something, fill something in, do some research maybe. And so you're going to complete all of the slides. This activity only had one slide, but pay attention because your slideshow might have many slides here. Now, there's no turn in button here. So I have to, in order to let my teacher know that I'm completely done with my work, I have to go back to my other page to turn this in. So this is automatically saving in Google Classroom and in my Google Drive. So I can click this X here. And when I'm completely done, I'm going to click the Turn In button. One more time, I'm going to click Turn In. And that is how my teacher will know that I'm completely done with this activity. If I need to go back into the activity, I can unsubmit, and then I'll be able to open my Google Slides again and continue working.
All right, now that we have learned how to use Google Classroom, we're going to also learn how to take a picture of our work and send that to a teacher if they want it. There's another way, though, that teachers might be having you do their work. I know specifically that Cohort D will be using this. This is called nearpod. It's kind of like a sandwich for all of your different work and videos and activities you'll be doing. It's like videos and your homework squished into one entire thing so that when you're done, you've got all your work finished and the teacher can find it in one spot. If you were like my class, you would get on your first day of school a link to the Nearpod lesson. Or if it's not letting you do that, you can see here, there's a code, and that's the code you would type in. Well, here I'm going to name myself Miss Remit's practice video. That's a silly name. Your teacher would probably like you to put your actual name. So if your name was Billy Smith, you would type in your name, or if you want, and you know no one else has your name, you can just write Billy. Make sure that it's not something like Dodo Face, because your teacher's not going to know who that is. No silly nicknames, only your actual name. I'll do Miss Remit's practice video so that when my students are actually doing this activity, they don't wonder who that extra kid is. And then you click Join Lesson. Now you'll be going through the entire lesson like your teacher asks you to. There's going to be videos, then there might be little reminders, and you can listen to what your teacher has to say. Let's see here. There might be a reminder or a picture, a lesson. Oh, definitely when you're at home, you have to remember your 20 minutes of recess. Everyone needs it. I'll use mine for snack. There might be a fun little dance activity. It might bring you to a website. That website won't have you turn it in. It might just be a fun little game. When you're done, you can click this X. X means bye-bye. And as you continue on through your lesson, I don't want to bore you with Team Cohort D's first day of school lessons, but once you've finished your entire lesson and you've done your Flipgrids or whatever, it'll ask you to either start over or hand it in. Now your teacher is going to be able to see what you've turned in at the end. Even though they're not there with you, they'll still be able to see what it looks like. All right, now that we've learned how to use Nearpod and Google Classroom, I'm going to show you what to do if you are unable to hand in a worksheet to your teacher, whether because it is not your cohort day and you took it home and you're sick and can't bring it back to school, or whether you're cohort D like my students and you're not able to come into actual classrooms at Parkway. Here's how you're going to turn in a paper. Now, if your parents have a printer at home, maybe they have a scanner. A scanner is part of a printer where you put it down on this glass, really cool. It lights up, zzz, and then it takes a picture of it and sends it in the computer to your teacher. Now, your parents can do that if they want, or you need a handy dandy cell phone, and what you need to do is you take out your phone. See it? We'll see. I'm going to take a picture of the worksheet. Here we have it. You can see it, have it right here on my phone. I wanted to hand in my word work on the and word family. And now that I have that picture on my phone, my parents can keep what's called a folder where all those pictures that are of my homework, it could say Miss Remitz's homework. And then when they're done, They can share it to their teacher using something called Google Photos. Your Google Photos will upload the picture, and your teacher can just get it through an email. So maybe your parents will share it. You press the share button. A share button will pop up, and it'll allow you to access your contacts. This is more for parents, so go get your parents if you want them to take pictures. And they can share it through what's called email. And now once you've emailed it to your teacher can go through that folder whenever they want to look at your homework and make sure that you are learning. So there are 3 ways that you'll be turning in your homework: Google Classroom, Nearpod, or just taking a picture and emailing it to your teacher, or just sharing the Google Photo folder with them. That way you don't have to send a million emails all the time. Well, my first grade friends, I hope that this helped you figure out how to turn in your homework. If you still have questions, ask your teacher or email me or comment on this video. However you want to do it, we will make sure that we answer all of your questions. Good luck turning in your homework. Bye!